Hey everybody, my name is Mo, and my first speak up today is going to be gun control. Guns being allowed in the Douglas County parks. This is my resource of where I'm getting my information from, which is the Douglas County Centennial, and this was printed on August the 21st. I'm not a news person. I don't like the news. I don't like looking at it. I don't like trying to find out who got killed and none of those things. However, because my field is in with children, I do try to find out what's going on when it's involved in our youth. Now, when I saw this in the store, the first thing that came to my mind was why? Whose bright idea was this to allow guns in the county parks? My first issue with that is the point that I have a son that attends a school that is located where the public park is, or our county park is. I have two children that plays sports, and they play on the county park's fields. So living in a county who's have a record of no violence in the parks, no history of any type of nothing going on in these parks, I feel like that is a door that is being open to trouble. For the past 3 years, I have been trying my hardest to build a community park for the Governor's Ridge community. What I've been trying to do is build a safe place for children to play where we as the parents can monitor them. I can recall when I reached out to some of my Douglas County representatives, and their first thing was, hey, why don't you take the children to the local park? We have a lot of nice local parks for you to take the children to. You guys don't need a local park in your area. Just go to one of the bigger parks. Well, 2 years ago, that would have been fine. I wouldn't have no problem with taking my children to a local park because I knew it was safe. But if you ask me now that I know that there's a possibility when I take my children to the park, somebody is walking around or everybody is walking around with guns, no, I'm not going to feel safe. So you want me to take my children out of an environment that I'm trying to prepare for them that is going to be safe to take them into a public place to where we have to look all over our shoulder to find out who's going to shoot who first. Now, point two. You guys, I am by no means trying to take away anybody's right to bear arms. However, I feel that everybody should not have permission to just walk around with a gun. Just because you have a permit to have one does not qualify you to have a gun. If we feel like people need guns in parks or in schools or things of that nature, I feel like we need to put more money into security. We need to put more money into law enforcement. Let's show our children that it's okay to be a police officer. Police officers are nice. They're not mean. They're not prejudiced. They are here to uphold the law. They are here to protect us. If you have a permit to bear arms or carry a concealed weapon, yes, you have a right to protect your house and your family, your surroundings. But once you're going out into the public, that is a different story. We can protect ourselves to a certain extent. Okay, look, let's say it like this. Somebody come into your house and you're protecting your house, of course. Then yes, you have a right to shoot. But if you're in a park, if we're in a park, I'll give you an example. We're in a park. You have children that's playing football. You have parents that get in arguments and confrontations with coaches. You have two coaches that get in confrontation. You have parents that get in confrontation. The problem that I have with that, if you have two parents or a coach and a parent, and they both have a permit to carry a gun while we are having this activity in front of these kids, if one person feel like they're going to be threatened, the other person can pull out their gun and then they can start shooting. Where does that leave everybody else? I just feel that it's not right. I feel that it should not be done. Another problem that I have with that, I remember when we were passing the law on whether alcohol should be allowed on Sundays. I remember people knocking on my doors saying, hey, we don't want the alcohol sold on Sundays. It's unsafe. It can cause a lot of problems. They have petitions. However, I do not remember anybody knocking on my door saying, hey, Miss Collins or Miss Gasaway, I noticed that you have children. And we wanted to let everybody in the community know that we're getting ready to pass a law to allow people to carry weapons inside of the county parks. How do you feel about that? Or would you like to vote on that? What happened to my voting rights? Look, you guys, we are parents. These are our children. It's time for us to keep them safe. What I want to hear from you guys is, should people be allowed to carry guns in a public park where we're supposed to be safe, having family time, picnicking, and things like that? Who wants to sit in the park and have to look over their shoulder to try to figure out, okay, they looking at each other funny, who's going to pull out their gun first? Let me grab my kids and keep moving. I'm not finna do it. I'm sorry. I don't know about you. I understand. People say, you don't know what's going to happen in the park. Anything can happen. If I'm in the park, if I'm in the area, and I know that there's bad things that happen, we all know those areas, and it's a possibility for somebody to do a drive-by. I don't want to pull in my pocket, to go in my pocket and pull a gun out to start shooting. If anything, I want to grab somebody's child and I want to hit the floor. Me shooting back at them and trying to figure out who's doing shooting is not going to do nothing. It's going to start a war. So my advice to this, or the change that I would like to see to this, I am calling out to 100 plus parents to stand with me on this. Please, no guns allowed in our county parks. It's very unsafe, and it's just opening up a door that we just don't need. Now that it has been put in the paper, we have actually told people, hey, it's okay for you to carry your gun. So when you need to go to the park and Bob gonna be up there and Bob got a problem, you better take your gat with you so you can handle that situation, because you don't know if he's gonna get you first. Come on, guys, we got to do better thinking when it comes to the things that we are doing around our children. And 9 times out of 10, it's adults that's having the problem. So let's think about this. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your concerns. I want to know what you feel about it. So my goal is to get 100 parents to stand with me in the Douglas County area. Stand with me everywhere. No, Parents Against Violence. I would like to start a Parents Against Violence meetup group here in Douglasville. If you would like to be a part of that, please contact me so that we can go ahead and make that possible. I feel like us parents need to pull together and do what we need to do to make sure that our children is safe. So that we went 8 minutes into. I want to hear your thoughts and your concerns. I hope you enjoyed the first post, and be looking for more to come. You guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.